everybody. This is Sadie S.E. Ray. Real name is Sarah. And I'm here to give you guys my review of Vampire Academy. It just came out today in the United States on February 7th, 2014. Before I start this review, I decided to do a video review instead because I feel like it is much better for me to talk about it than to write it because there's a lot of stuff to write. Big heads up to those international fans. I know you guys are not going to be seeing the film for a while. There are going to be some spoilers in this review, so you all have been warned. Let's start off with my experience with the books. I have read the entire series of Vampire Academy. I have read all 6 books, Vampire Academy, reread it just recently. I haven't read it since high school. Scary. Read Frostbite, Shadow Kiss, Blood Promise, Spirit Bound, and Last Sacrifice. I am finally caught up with the Bloodline sequel series with an alchemist, another Moroi, and more stuff like that. So I have very big experience with Vampire Academy. I was very much looking forward to this film. I have to say, I was not disappointed. This film was fantastic. Hard to say I was one of the only people in my theater that actually gave a damn about this film. That's kind of saying something. So before I get to anything major, let me talk about the movie itself. There are a couple big things. First off, I want to give kudos to Mark Waters, the director, Daniel Waters, the screenplay writer, and also Michelle Mead. Mark Waters did a fantastic job directing this film from beginning to end. There are a lot of great moments. There are a lot of cinematography things that were really, really interesting. And the one reason why I'm saying that is because I think they filmed the characters really, really well. They filmed the moments with, like, the shadow kiss scenes, mainly with Rose's eyes going gold when she's seeing through Lyssa's eyes. I thought that was brilliant. I think that first time I saw it was in the second theatrical trailer that came out, and I had to slow down because I was like, what is that? So that was really, really good. I feel like Daniel Waters really gave 100% when it came to the script. He was very true to the book. There were a couple of added funny scenes, moments, quotes that were in it, and I thought that was really, really nice. It brought great humor. And to be honest, Vampire Academy is all about partying, fun, humor, all that stuff. And after Vampire Academy, it goes dark, and that's when the events in Frostbite and Shadow Kiss happen, and I don't want to give things away with that book because I know a lot of fans who have read it aren't happy with what happens next. So that's why I'm trying to keep it spoiler-free. And also to Michelle Mead, who has been so supportive and so talking to the fans, saying that to give this movie a try. I know people aren't going to like it. Some people will love it. And I respect Michelle Mead's words of wisdom. I love this movie. I went in with an open heart, with new changes, and I think it was great. So big plus to the crew for this movie. I think it was fantastic. Moving on to, let me think about this. Moving on to the other minor stuff. I'll get to that first. Costuming was beautiful. The setting for St. Vladimir's was amazing. I love the school, and I've looked through the companion guide, so I knew what to expect, and it was absolutely gorgeous. Everything, cinematography to the makeup, everything was great. I love the behind-the-scenes stuff. Now moving on to my favorite scenes. You know what? Let me get to the acting first. Zoe Deutsch is Rose Hathaway. There's no doubt about it. She was amazing. I enjoyed her performance so much. She was comical. She had the attitude. She had the sass. She had the back talk. She had everything. Zoe Deutsch is going to be an actress to look forward to, hopefully, in the near future. She's so talented. So talented. I'm really excited to see where she takes Rose. It's amazing. Next up is Lucy Fry, who plays Lyssa Dragomir. I loved her. I wasn't 100% sure about Lucy, excuse my language, and I just felt like she did a fantastic job. I was so impressed with her. So impressed with her. I loved it. And the friendship-wise, because this movie is all about the friendship between Rose and Lyssa, I feel like that was that was captured really well, and their bond was amazing. I was so impressed with how close they were, and they're friends in real life, so it's kind of really, really neat to see that all kind of flare out. The next one I think many people are going to talk about because I think it was very controversial when he was first casted, and I'm talking about Danil Kozlowski, who plays the role of Dmitry Belikov. I'm sorry, he is Dmitry. I could not stop smiling. I could not stop looking at him, and I couldn't stop dropping my jaw at his voice. He is Dimitri inside and out. He understands the character. He understands his background. He understands everything about him. And he's Russian, so it makes it even better. And I have to say, his chemistry with Zoe, Daniela's chemistry with Zoe was amazing. And I can see why Daniela loves her so much. And I'm sorry, but his tweets are gonna kill me. Even with everything that was going on with the movie, I was like, oh my god. And if you haven't seen any of Daniela's works, there's a lot of them on YouTube. Go check them out. They're amazing. I love his performances. His roles are amazing. Next is Dominic Sherwood, who plays the role of Christian Ozera. Definitely a great character. I think he really performed it well, and I had no idea that he had two-color eyes. I forget what that is called. I think one of the actors I've seen has the same kind of eye condition he does, and it really is really cool. I really liked it. So his performance as Christian was great. I really wish there were more Christian Lissa moments like there are in the book, but I think they touched upon the relationship enough because it does grow exponentially in the second book, so I'm really glad about that. Sarah Hyland as Natalie was great. She was probably the comic relief, and there were times where she was really annoying, and that's when she was supposed to be annoying. Gabriel Byrne as Victor Dashkoff was great. I loved his performance. I think with the amount of screen time he had was great. Looking forward to seeing his dastardly, devilish deeds in the latter movies, if they are made, and they better be made. Who else could I talk about? Olga Kurylenko as Kurova, nailed it. Jolie Richardson as Queen Tatiana Ivashkov, nailed it. Why do we want Frostbite? Because we want to see her nephew, Adrian Ivashkov, and that's who I want to see in the next movie, and I can't wait to find out if they're going to cast who it is. Who else can I talk about? That's right. Sammy Doyle as Mia. I thought she did a great job as well. Nothing really interesting to say about her. Moving on to my favorite scenes, this is a little bit spoilerish for those who have not seen the movie yet. Love the opening. I thought the opening was a little bit slow when they are captured, taken back to St. Vladimir's. I thought that scene was shot really well. The mall scene I thought was a little bit short, but I thought it was really good. I'm trying to think. All the royal court scenes with Queen Tatiana, I thought those were shot brilliantly. I'm trying to think what other scene I really enjoyed. I think the flashback scenes, especially at the beginning, with the car crash with Lissa's family. We got to see her parents and her brother. I thought that was great because the whole Dragomir family line story is very important to the series, and I was really glad that they touched upon it. I was so grateful, and even the backstory with Saint Vladimir and the Shadow Kiss Anna, I thought that was brilliant. Yes, they do talk about it, and I'm glad they did because it's very important to the storyline, especially with the character of Rose Hathaway and Lissa Dragomir. So I was very glad to see that. The Les Charm scene, dead. I don't want to talk about it because it's just, I just wish, I'll just say this right now, I wish it was longer, and I could tell it was longer, especially like when the in the GIF that was released through St. Vlad's Got Share on Tumblr. Oh my god, they cut some of it out. I was so pissed. The ending of the movie is very open-ended. Definitely leaves it open for Frostbite and some new moments with Rose and Dimitri. Not going to get into that. The big fight scene at the end with the string boy, and also the Psyhounds. Oh, in fact, the Psyhounds look amazing. Love the Psyhounds, and just the whole ending of the movie. Which, if you haven't read the books, I don't want to get into it, but there's kick-ass moments, there's romantic moments, and speaking of which, Dimitri does say, "Rosa, my Rosa." I died when he said that. Enough said. And again, the ending does leave it open. Oh, there's one more character I have to mention, Sonia Karp. I forget the actress who plays her. I think it's Claire Foy who plays her. Definitely fits the character of Sonia. Looking forward to seeing her character develop in the series because she's very important not only in this series but also in Bloodlines. She's more important in Bloodlines than this series for sure. So yeah, all in all, Vampire Academy is amazing. Go check this movie out if you're in the United States. If you are in the UK and Australia, see it when it comes out in your hometown, in your home countries. Go see the movie. Go support VA because if we get people to see this movie, we can get Frostbite because people want to see Adrian Ivashkov. We want to see Tasha Ozera. We want to see Janine Hathaway, for God's sake. And we want to see more of the movies because this series is amazing. So if you have any questions or comments for me, make sure to leave me a question on Tumblr or here on YouTube. I'll be glad to answer them for you guys, and I'm definitely going to be seeing this movie again. Again, let me know in the comments what you think about this, and if you're on Tumblr, send me a question if you have any questions or concerns about any scenes. I will be glad to answer them for you, and yeah, that is my review of Vampire Academy, and all in all, I'm going to give Vampire Academy as a whole, from out of 4 stars, I'm going to give it a 3.5. I thought it was very, very good. I think if you're not a fan of the books, you haven't read the books, go check this movie out. You'll love it. If you read the books, check it out. You will love it. So that is my review of Vampire Academy. Hope you guys like it. And that is pretty much it. If you're on Tumblr, stay tuned for more posts from me. And so then, I will see you guys later. Have a good evening, everybody. Bye.